Nobody is asking you to be the master of it all. But in CTE at the Cedar Woolley High School, you have opportunities to create, build teams, and make things nobody else has ever seen. We welcome you. This is Mr. Eatma. I teach computer science and digital design primarily at the Cedar Woolley High School in their CTE program. I'm excited to talk to you today about our digital design programs. We offer 2 classes, Digital Design 1, Digital Design 2. Digital Design 1 focuses on the Adobe suite, learning Adobe Animate, Adobe Photoshop, Adobe Illustrator, and we introduce the idea of 3D modeling through Tinkercad. This introductory class to those tools focuses more heavily on the Photoshop and allows you to gain college credit through Skagit Valley. In Digital Design 2, we extend our learning in the 3D modeling, delving into Autodesk and Fusion 360, an industry tool. Students in that part of in Digital Design 2 work with Fusion 360 to create 3D models that are functional, have purpose, can move. After that, we move into Blender, another 3D modeling tool. Blender is very tied to the video game industry or 3D modeling, 3D model creation that may not have a functional purpose, but a design purpose or a look to it. We take that modeling and we tie it into animation later in the semester. That is our Digital Design 1 and 2 classes. But what I'm most excited about is the fact that our classes in CTE are so blended together. You can take your creativity in coding and computer science, and you can take your creativity in 3D modeling, and you could take your creativity in woodworking, and you could take your creativity in the arts, take your creativity in our welding course, in our audio production courses, and put it all together. It is amazing to me that a student today can leave the high school having been introduced to all of these cool tools that set them up for success in what the world of work may look like for them in the next 30 years. I'd like to share with you a video from Logitech, and it focuses on that integration of how these creative tools all come together.
We stand here in defiance. That's right. We the makers, we the groundbreakers, we the creators, the screamers, and dreamers. We defy expectations, perceptions, and misconceptions. We defy what logic says we should look like, sound like, be like. We defy genres, algorithms, and entire industries. See, we defy that little voice that says, oh no, we can't, with a roar back that says, oh yes, we will. Because to create the future, we must defy the logic of the past. We must defy logic.
Did you see the integration there? The audio, the code, the art, the music, it just blends together. Our world is changing so fast. And I'm so excited to share those opportunities with you. Please join me in the digital design program.
When you're doing things in a new way, nobody can really say you're doing it wrong because it's never been done before. It's so satisfying building a new neural pathway in your brain. Every time I work on something, I learn a bit more about things and a little bit more about myself.
Creativity is about taking all of these things that exist, but you put them in a different order and you make a new reality. Computers are just layers and layers of abstraction. They are these insane illusion machines.
It's like adding a layer of magic on top of reality. I like to ask Zach impossible questions.
You know, she asks, what if we did this? And I'll be like, no, like that's too hard. And she's like, no, let's try it. And then a lot of it is the like, what if?
So a lot of our work now are working with faces, working with hands.
Figuring out how can you paint with the body? How can we tell stories with body and gesture? I killed your body.
You just killed my body.
Yeah, that was good. And then they just bounce off your hands.
Yeah, I want to. Logic is a series of steps that you have to follow. What we're trying to do as artists is to play around with those steps.
You know, you see something and then you think about it and then the thinking changes how you see it. And that pathway is really interesting. And that's where the magic is. We are Yes, Yes, No, and we're reinventing reality.